Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's the Low Carb Queen. It's your Low Carb Queen here. Woo-wee. Okay. So I went live, and then my live was acting up. I don't know why. So I had to shut it down and try to bring it back up. It's a lot going on today, and I'm going to be live for a few minutes. Again, this is your Low Carb Queen, and I was just in Candy K's live shop talk, okay? And she was talking about short videos, long videos, and monetization. And so she was getting me so excited. And so, like, just that information, because I am all about information. So when she was talking about it, I was kind of like here, comfortable is what I mean, listening. Then I had to sit up and woo. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking about it. First of all, thank you so much for watching my channel. Those of you who watch, and to my new viewers and new subscribers, I appreciate you so, so much. I am on the road to full monetization. And yeah, the big question is shorts, longs, and in-betweens. Also, I do have another channel that's fully monetized. It's called Pastor Kim's Corner. And that channel is, it's like a ministry channel, but I also do other things, vlogs and stuff like that. So I recently did a video on analytics on that channel. It's called The Heart and Soul Chronicles. It's a pink thumbnail, and over there I talk about a lot of different stuff. So if you want to get a deep dive into analytics, please go over there and check out that channel and check out that video. If I remember after this live is over, then I will drop that link in this description. So in any event, Candy K was talking about shorts and longs and monetization. And again, this is somewhat of a hot topic. So it's trending. People are trying to get monetized and trying to find out the best way. I also went back and watched Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey, her live. I believe, well, I watched it this morning. And she was saying that she had unlisted her shorts, which was a recommendation, a pro tip from Candy K. It was like, it's up to you if that's what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I know from my experience about YouTube, monetization, shorts, and all of that. So let me say first that YouTube is a beast, okay? It's, for every formula that you think you have, there's a different formula, okay? For every niche or, every pattern that you think that you need to follow, something different happens. I mean, it took me a long time to learn that about YouTube, but it is so big and so many different channels and globally that there are very few things that hold true for all channels across the board. Now, of course, you can get, a norm, a standard, a group, a niche, all of that. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your channel, what's best for you, and what's best for what your goals are. And so some people are not on YouTube to quote unquote make money. Some people are on YouTube to share their story, share their experience. Some people are on YouTube to simply record their life, maybe for their family, for, future references. Where, back in the day, we took pictures. Some people are vlogging their life. Some people, I've seen even people vlog other family members, like elderly family members' lives and things like that. So it all depends on what you want and what you're planning to get out of YouTube. And by the way, Ms. Newton, I did see you pop in, but I was what do you call it, buffering. So I was trying to jump out and jump back in. But for those of you who will watch the replay, again, this is about monetization, shorts and longs. Whether you've heard or not, I have recently been added to the YouTube Partnership Program. Okay, now, again, this is what I mean by things new all across the board, because my older channel that is currently monetized, when I first started that, there was no such thing as that I'm aware of that was partial monetization or, welcome to the YouTube partnership at 3,000 subscribers. That type of thing was, 3,000 views. That was new. And I think even being able to go live, you had to have, it wasn't as small as 50, but you did have to have a certain number of subscribers to go live, which is why a lot of people started using StreamYard, because StreamYard would allow you to go live on YouTube's platform without having the required number of subscribers. I was thinking about that for Calamity Jane when she was talking about she needed 50 subscribers. I see now she has about 80, so she's already reached that plateau of if she wanted to go live. I'm not sure, but if anybody wanted to go live and they did not meet the YouTube requirement for going live, then they could just use a third-party platform like StreamYard. So that's number one. Number two, if you have low numbers in terms of subscribers, because the big question is, should you or should you not use shorts? And so if you have low numbers in terms of subscribers, then you absolutely should use shorts. Shorts will grow your channel, okay? They will grow your channel. They will cause you to get subscribers. Just think about a person on their phone scrolling through, and if they liked what you said, what you did, then they will probably hit the subscribe button. That button has nothing, them hitting has nothing to do with them watching your regular videos. Okay, this is my opinion. It has nothing to do with them. At best, they might click on and see what other shorts you have, what content you have, that type of thing. Usually a niche or niche, whichever one you say, will drive a person to your long videos. But if you are looking to gain subscribers, then you absolutely should do shorts. When I was trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on Low Carb Queen, I literally did 3 shorts a day, period. That's what I did. And then I did some in between. I batched my shorts so that they would come out automatically, one at 8 a.m. to 9, somewhere between 8 and 9. I can't remember, because at one time I had 3 channels going simultaneously, and it was, it was a lot. But I think my first short came out at 9 for Low Carb Queen. My second short came out at about 2. And my last short came out at about 8 or 9, somewhere along in there. But I had those, they were faceless shorts, and they were short, maximum 30 seconds, more like 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds. And at some point I can, if anybody's interested, I can show you that. But you can batch your shorts, make a bunch of shorts at one time, and then just upload them so that they'll run run whenever you want them to run. And so that's what I did for Low Carb Queen, trying to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers. I was not focused on watch hours. I was focused on subscribers. And so, again, some people say it's easier to get watch hours than subscribers. Some people say it's easier to get subscribers than it is to get watch hours. I guess it just depends. But again, if you want to get subscribers, then shorts is the way to go. So once you reach, your 1,000 subscribers, depending on how many long videos you've done, then for me, I needed to focus on my long videos. I even started making super long videos so that people would be able to enjoy and watch. I started making videos involving water, fruit, spices, and I would make them an hour to 2 hours long with good music so that if somebody just wanted to put it up on their TV and run it, they could. After I got my 1,000 subscribers, I really started focusing on my watch hours. Now, I still made long videos, and I still went live. Initially, I was only going live on Saturdays because going live is not necessarily my favorite thing to do. I much rather make a video, edit it, control what you see, what you don't see, control what I say and what I don't want to be said. So going live is not as easy for me as it is for others. Some people it's easier for them to go live than it is to spend 2 or 3 hours trying to edit a video. And some people don't edit at all. They just make a video and what you see is what you get. All of those options work on YouTube. That's my point. I know people with high numbers, high views. I'm talking, 800, 900 per video, 1,000 per video that don't spend a lot of time editing. They just make a video and it is what it is. There are some people on YouTube who never go live. I'm talking like not once a month. They very rarely go live. And when they do go live, it's because it's so few and far between. Hey, Joshua, how are you? Tara Destroyer. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. So, yeah, you have different people who, like I said, some don't go live, some do go live, all of that. And it still works for them. They still get the numbers, okay? Uh, yes, you are, Joshua. You are first here. This is not my live day. I was kind of piggybacking off of Kendi K when she went live, and so yeah, there was a troll in the chat. I removed them. It's all good. It's all good. So again, let me recap my thoughts. If you want subscribers, then you can do shorts, period. The more the merrier. But keep in mind that is a different audience, okay? Let me give you some stats here. Let me give you a quick stat right here. Oh, it is not picking up my other part. But, I think like for every 10,000 views on your shorts, you might get 16 subscribers, okay? Something like that. So it's not going to transition to that great level. Hi, L. Lewis, how are you? So great to have you in the building. I'm talking about the shorts, the longs, and the monetization. I just popped on here. Like I said, Kendi K got me excited when she was just talking about, should you use shorts for monetization? Or should you, if you're trying to become monetized? So let me jump into the meat of this tomato. I reached my 1,000 subscribers I'm on the road to being monetized, fully monetized. I did receive the opportunity to join the YouTube Partnership Program. Like I said on my other channel, that didn't happen at 3,000 subscribers. Not at all. Okay, so this is something new. 3,000 views, not subscribers, 500 subscribers and 3,000 views. And so that was something new. And so now, I can do the memberships, the super chats, store, all that type of stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you. I am almost at 4,000, So if anybody wants to run my playlist, feel free to do so. Okay. So, I have to get there before I begin to receive money for the ads that are run. That's another issue on the shorts. Okay. And I just did this on my other channel. Like I said, that's another issue. When a short is run, depending on how long it is, then, the question is whether or not it's ad worthy, period. And I think that the reason why YouTube allowed shorts to be longer, because it used to be 60 seconds. Now it's 3 minutes. Number one, I think they were in competition with TikTok. And number two, a company is more likely to pay for an ad on something that's 3 minutes rather than something that's 60 seconds. Okay. So, and they just started this other new thing recently where they're going to put ads on your videos, long or short, whether you're monetized or not. When I first started again on my other channel, if you did not have any ads, if you were not monetized, you didn't have any ads on your videos. But then all of a sudden, ads start popping up, and people are like, "Why am I getting ads and I'm not monetized?" Because YouTube is getting those coins. Okay, they're getting those coins whether you are monetized or not. So once you become monetized, then they'll share the coins with you, which you get 45%, or we get 45%. I believe that's how it goes. And YouTube gets that 55%. So here I am. I've got almost 500 shorts. I've got 470 shorts. Okay. I slowed down my shorts because I was in one of Kendi K's lives and she was talking about, turning the shorts, unlisting them. Now there's a big difference too, y'all. It's a big difference in making it private, unlisting it, and deleting it. Okay. If you unlist your shorts, that's the way to go to unlist, because you won't lose the time or the views that people have watched them. If you unlist a video, you won't lose it. It won't show up in your total views, but you will still get credit for it, for your overall views on that channel. If you make it private, that won't happen. And of course, if you delete it, you will lose however many views you got for that video. So I'm going to say that again. I hope y'all got what I was saying, because I'm kind of talking, getting my thought process together. When if you have 5,000 views on a video and you unlist it, you will still get credit for those 5,000 views. Okay. It's not going to show on YouTube. It's not going to show when somebody looks at your overall views and, they don't see that video, and that is because the video is unlisted. You are not going to lose those views. YouTube is still giving you credit. Hey, Kim J, how are you? Sweet, healthy life. How you doing? So you will not lose credit for the views that you received. The only way you lose credit for the views that you received is if it's private or if you delete it. So that's very important if you're thinking about it, okay? So when Kendi K was talking about this, I, of course, went to ChatGPT and said, should I enlist my videos? Because, I'm trying to push people all the traffic to my long videos. Should I enlist my shorts? And they were like, well, no, don't enlist all your shorts. Just, maybe
cut down on the shorts that you're doing. Maybe do 1 or 2 a week, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so I let that ride for a minute. Then I went into my analytics for the channel that I monetized for, which is Pastor Kim's Corner. When I went to the analytics, and like I said, I just did a video about that. I will put that in the description later on. When I went into the analytics and started talking about it and doing the video about it, I had 2,800 views in a month, and 2,000 of them, 1,900 and some change, were all shorts. And the money that I earned from that was 23 cents. Okay. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to unlist my videos. I'm going to unlist my shorts on Low Carb Queen, because I don't want all this traffic coming to my shorts, and it's not helping my watch hours, period. It's not going to help. So that's the decision that I made. It took me 2 or 3 days because I was reluctant to do it. And I just wanted the traffic to be driven, like I said, to my long video so that I could get more watch hours. At the time that I did that, I had about 2,900 watch hours. I was very close. I was pushing. So I did unlist all my 470 plus shorts. They're still unlisted. And this is what happened for me, okay? Within 1 week, I was invited to the YouTube program, okay? Now, whether that was I was at 28, 29, and I was so close to 3,000 or whatever, but as soon as I got that email that you have been invited to the YouTube partnership program, I looked at that email. I said, that kid DK, because I was reluctant to do it, And so I was like, oh, she might have something here, because that's my experience, okay? I needed for people to watch my videos. I haven't made any shorts recently. I have a bunch of shorts in my phone of the food that I'm eating, but I'm putting them all together to make a long video. Now, let's talk about long videos. And by the way, as soon as I become fully monetized, then I will make those shorts public again, all 470 plus. But I'm telling you, I'm going to be nice and say it took a week. Because like I said, I was somewhere between 28 and 20. Listen, I'm a spreadsheet girl. I can tell you where I was. Hold on. On the road to 4K. Yeah. I was at 2948. 2948 on September 1st. And today is the 25th, and I got my email on the 12th that I was invited into the YouTube partnership program. Yep. So, and I can't remember when in between that time that I unlisted, but I do honestly believe that me unlisting drove traffic. If nothing else, it drove regular viewers to my long videos as opposed to shorts. I'm like, help me, Lord, help me get my words out. As opposed to shorts. Let me see. But you have to do what's best. You have to really figure out and do what's best. You have to look at your analytics. You have to, see what works for you. So for right now, I'm not going to be doing any shorts on Low Carb Queen. None. I want to, but I know my experiences, the shorts audience and the long video audience are two different things. Shorts are people just scrolling through. That comes from TikTok. Okay. And they don't always stay, and they don't translate over into your long videos, the numbers don't translate. Now, all you have to do is look at the data. Like I said, 10,000 views of shorts might translate to 16 subscribers. I personally am not getting 10,000 views collectively on my shorts. Okay. I do know, like I said, that 10,000 views will give you subscribers. You know what I mean? So if you're doing shorts, people are going to like you. They're going to, oh, this was good. I like this. And they'll click it. Does that mean they're going to watch your video? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Let me see what's going on here. Felicia Marie, hey, how are you? So glad to have you. Let's see. Kim J says, so are y'all saying you're unlisting your shorts until you get monetized? Okay, let me respond. Let's see. L. Lewis says, blessings come through by Kendi K. Oh, listen, undeniably, she knows some stuff for real. And I'm smart, okay? I'm borderline a know-it-all, okay? I'm just being honest. But honey, Kendi K knows some stuff. She be knowing what she's talking about. Now, my experience is different from the next person's. I'm Kim J. I have my subscribers. I'm way over 1,000 subscribers, okay? I think I'm probably at 1,300 on Low Carb Queen. Subscribers. I need watch hours, okay? If you, like I said, I systematically double down on my shorts to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to say it again. I did 3 shorts a day. Okay. And YouTube will only give, I think, a maximum of 3 notifications a day per channel. It might be 2. I'm not 100% sure. But honey, I did 3 and all in between. Okay. If I had some food in between, I did 3 faceless shorts a day. And if anybody needs to know how to do that, I can help you. But I did 3 faceless shorts a day that were geared towards my niche, that were geared towards eating healthy, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And I gained subscribers daily, weekly. I did. But now I need my watch hours. So, like I said, she recommended that through a live or whatever. And then I doubled back and checked. Chat said no. But when I checked my other channel and found that I had earned 23 cents for 2,000 short views, I was like, no, I'm gonna take the chance, because it wasn't worth it on Low Carb Queen to keep doing shorts. It's just not worth it for me when I'm trying to get monetized. I absolutely feel like I will get monetized quicker if I don't do any shorts. Period. And I say that because, again, the people who watch shorts may not necessarily be on a weight loss journey. They may not be on a GLP-1 journey. Remember, shorts are suggested. They're suggested through the algorithm, okay? Some people who have subscribed to me don't even see my shorts. So, for whatever reason, that is a different audience. Now, can it transfer over? Yes, but the amount is very minimal. I'm a numbers person, y'all. If you telling me I'm going to get 16 subscribers on average, for every 10,000, I'm looking for my notes. I can't find it. For every 10,000 views, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to do long form videos. Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing? So glad to have you in the building. But it's, every person has their own journey. Everybody is speaking. And so you have to figure out what works. Let's see. Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. Kim says, sorry, my phone started ringing. Yeah, my phone was dying when I first tried to go live. Okay. Everybody speaking to Auntie Mama. Kim says, yeah, you caught the end of what she was saying. She said she got monetized, after she did that. It made sense. Like they say, make it make sense. It did make sense. Now people are afraid or whatever. I was afraid. I was like, oh, I'm not unlisting all my shorts. First of all, I got too many. I'm not unlisting my shorts. Those are views. But when I saw how much I'm going to make from that, then it made perfect sense. For now, once I'm monetized, I will go back and incorporate shorts. But I'm more interested in doing the long videos. Now, again, this is the situation. Some people, when you go into your analytics and you see how long a person stayed. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to do an intro, it better be catchy. It better be good. If you notice on many of my videos, I do, I forgot what they call a tease. I do a tease. I put something that was occurring in the video, like the last injection. I had a fire on the paper towel fire. I cut that, copied it, put it in the front of my video before my intro. Because people have short attention spans. Now, if they're clicking on your long video, that means they're interested in your thumbnail and your title. We haven't even gotten to the description. They're interested in your thumbnail and your title. Okay? So when they click on that video, all of that long intro, my intro is too long. It's 47 seconds. And I've been trying to figure out how to get it down to 30 seconds, maybe even 20. But the only thing that I have an advantage for that is because people like the song, but I will usually start it within this video or start it with a tease so that they can get through the 47 seconds to watch my video. But if you lose people, if they only watching for 30 seconds or 40 seconds, if you have an intro, you're going to lose them. If your intro is not quote unquote popping or they don't know you, you're going to lose them because the attention span is too short. And people are like, oh my gosh, what is this video about? Get to it. Tell me y'all have never said that watching somebody's video. I'm not talking about somebody you know. I'm talking about somebody you don't know. Somebody that YouTube recommends. And you click on the video and they got this long, and they got a long intro or whatever. And then there's clickbait. That's what we used to call it. I haven't heard that term lately, but clickbait, where people say something in the title and it's really not, not the case. You know what I mean? That's something to draw you in. Like I said, fire in my kitchen. Well, it was kind of clickbait, but then again, it wasn't because it was true. I did have a little mini fire in my kitchen. Okay. So let's talk about how long the video should be. Again, I'm old school. Old school used to say sweet 16. Hold that video, hold them people for 16 minutes because now I don't always make a video that long because I don't like long videos. I've just started stretching my videos out like, okay, it is what it is. Because think about this. If you have a 2 or 3 minute video, unless it's cooking or unless it's something that's getting right to the point without, like I said, a big intro or anything, people are going to click off. They're going to click off. So if you have a 2 or 3 minute video and they watch a minute, 30 seconds, that's a little bit. That's only a little bit of coins or whatever. But if you have a 15-minute video or 16-minute video and they give you a chance and say, okay, let me try to see what this is about. Or is she going to get to, what the video is about or not? They may have watched 3 or 4 minutes before they decide to click off. That's time for you. Okay, that's solid view time. So I would venture to say, try to make, unless it's something like I say, sweet and to the point, try to make your videos at least 10 minutes. Now, my challenge, when I'm doing the challenge, I'm not doing an intro because it's about a challenge. Y'all see me doing a little exercise, and I put who I am, my outro, I put that at the end so that people will know, in case they forgot. Let's see. Kim says, I do some shorts for traction, but know that long form is what we should be pushing if we try. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're doing a short, then it should be pushing people to a particular video. Absolutely. If I just made whatever, come check it out. If you want to know how to make this, on Saturday, I'm going to be doing this. Whatever your short is, it should be pushing people to your long content. That's my humble opinion. Eleanor says, this is very true. I am one of them that will switch to something. Yeah, switch in a heartbeat. People will switch in a heartbeat. Eleanor says, if my little people watch them with me on Saturday, I have to replay as they want to hear them. Thank you. Listen, that little song is catchy. Uh, uh, uh. Thank you. So again, when you're doing that long video, you should make it have some type of immediate content to draw people's attention. So when we talk about monetization now, lives used to be, and I feel like they still are. Lives are the easiest way to get you to monetization. Okay. Now, like I said, they're not my favorite thing to do. But think about it like this. If you have 10 people in your live and that live goes for an hour, now this is what it used to be. I'm old school. And I don't know if YouTube has changed, but if you have 10 people in your live and your live stays on for an hour, it used to be about 10 hours. Okay? So you gotta think about that. You're going to get more. This is the thing. This is the trade-off. When you do a live, you're going to get more immediate watch hours, but you get what you get. So if, like I said, if 10 people are in there and you stay on for an hour, then that's 10 hours, okay, of watch time that you get. But the likelihood of people watching the replay, your dedicated, devoted people who are connected to you, they will go back and watch the replay. But YouTube does not push replays. The algorithm does not push replays. They push videos, but they don't push replays. And so some people have, and I have done it on my other channel, it takes a lot. It's tricky. Some people have taken their live and repurposed the content, downloaded it, repurposed the content, and put it up again as a video. Now, the people who knew and were in the live, they already know. They're probably not going to watch it, but the video, excuse me, will get out there to new people. But you have to be careful, y'all. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because repurposed content will get your channel kicked off of YouTube, demonetized, kicked off, all of that. They will block it, stop it if you have a lot of repurposed content. So, excuse me. So when I repurpose my shorts, when I put my shorts in my weekly video, I do voiceovers. Okay? Or I will break it up. I won't show the whole thing. You have to infiltrate that content some type of way if you're going to use it again. You definitely have to. Can't be the same amount of time. You're gonna have to cut it up, all of that. I'm heavy into editing, but it takes extremely long. And so, yeah, so you have to think about that when you're going to, like I say, repurpose a live. Um, oh, but on your videos, you may not get as many initial views as you would in a live. Like, if you finish the live and you've got 117 views, that might add up to 117 hours, depending on how long each person stayed, yada, yada, yada. I mean, YouTube has a sophisticated algorithm and analytics that chime into all of that, okay? And by the way, they do pay on average 1 cent to 10 cent per, I think it's either per 10,000 shorts, per 10,000 views. It's either one, it's per 10,000 views for shorts, per 10,000, okay? 1 penny per 10,000 or 10 cents, depending on how good it is, okay? Okay, let's see. I want to talk about CPM and RPM. Of course, that's if the supporters stay the whole time. And so many creators sliding in these streets now. We're overlapping live stream time, so supporters may not stay. That's very true. But I have to go back and watch yours, because I know on Tuesdays I do Bible study and you come in. Like, I start at 8 and I think you start at 8:30. So I'm always missing yours. But you know what I appreciate about you, Kim J, for real? And trust me, I'm going to go back over. Matter of fact, I got several channels and you're one of them up right now on my laptop that I have to go back through and watch. People. What I like about you, Kim J, is, and this is like myself, if I like your channel, I like your channel. I'm not going to obligate you to watch mine, like mine. Life be life and people be busy. You know what I'm saying? If I like your channel, I'm going to watch your channel, period. Now, some people, and I'm going to keep it real, some people I watch because, we've made a connection. We've grown. We've grown together. We've made a connection. So I'm going to watch you, like you said, I may not stay for the whole thing, or I may skip through, but that's why y'all making me think of so many things. That's why chapters are important. Chapters are important because chapters do two things, y'all. Every chapter is a title, okay? Every chapter is a title, and chapters will cause people to stay at your channel longer, okay? There's some people whose content I speed up. I use my laptop. I watch their content. I'm just keeping it real, but I will speed it up. Somebody said to me, you're talking fast on your channel. Yes, because when I go back and watch my video before I put it up, if I feel like I'm talking too slow, I will speed it up. Instead of at 100, I'll put it at 110. Just to speed up. Come on, girl, get out there, say what you gotta say. So sometimes I'll speed up a channel just to see, what's going on. Especially if they don't have chapters. If they don't have chapters, I try to. If my video is over 20 minutes, or let's say over 15, if it's over 20 minutes, I'm definitely doing chapters. Okay, Walmart haul, but and if you're going to do chapters, this is just, a quick piece of information. You type chapters in the description. You put 00:00 introduction. And then you go from there. You have to manually do that. You have to watch your own video and say, okay, grocery haul 05.22. You can do that, and then put the Walmart haul. So anytime anybody is looking for a Walmart haul, it's a chance that they will click on my video, which is just 2 minutes of a Walmart haul. But that's a title. Okay. I got to get to CPMs and RPMs because, you know, as a teacher, I'm just like, whoa, a wealth of information sometimes, like overload. But I agree with Candy K. Listen, I had to humbly let her know that I agree. I unlisted my videos, and shortly thereafter, I was invited to the YouTube partnership. But that was my goal. My goal was to get this channel monetized. And guess what, y'all? My goal was to get my channel monetized by September. And here we are, September 25th, one of my daughter's birthdays. Happy birthday, Lydia, which I already said that to her. And I am monetized. Now, am I fully monetized? Nope, I'm partially monetized, but good God, I am monetized. Thank you, Jesus. That was my goal, to be monetized in September. So I've got my memberships, my stickers, yada, yada, yada. So now I said I wasn't going to do it for October, but I'm going to hit it hard and heavy until I get the rest of these watch hours. And I'm not doing not one short, not a one. All right, let me see. Let me see what's in the comments. Let me see. And I mean, and I'm not, would you say, I don't even know the young people's words, but I give Candy K her kudos because she has been in these YouTube streets for maybe, I'm gonna be nice to say a year and a half. It might be less. I think she says she started March of 2024. Honey, she's been using information and she's been working hard. I think that's what she said, March 2024. My point is she's gotten monetized and got her first paycheck. Come on. I heard her say that. She got her first paycheck. So that warrants, I don't know about anybody else, that warrants my ear. Period. Now all it is advice. You can take it or leave it. But sure, I truly did. Okay, so listen. Let's see. Let me see. I must have missed something. Kim J said, especially if they like both creators. Wait, let me go back up here. Oh, valuable information. I think, let's see. Of course, if the support is, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, okay. So you start at 7:45 Eastern time. Yeah, and I start at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, she, very, very genuine. And another one that's informative. I distinctly remember, this is how you know when people have good content. I distinctly remember when I met her on Traces of Twan, had did a live, okay, and she was talking about the GLP-1 community. I learned about the word titrate up. I didn't even know what a titrate was. And she was talking about that. And I was like, okay, she knows a lot about this. This is interesting. And I went to her channel from that video, from that live. Okay. I spent time there, listen. That's different from a short. And then I went over to her channel. And when I went over to her channel, I was like, I'm Kim J, I'm being real transparent, real. I was like, she only got 60 subscribers? Like, she know what she's talking about. Like, she has a lot of wealth of information and she's sharing it and she's just getting out here. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, she's gonna grow. She's, she's in it to win it. I remember that because I'm a numbers person. I remember. If you don't believe it, go back to the date that you had an interview with Tracy Satwan and see how many subscribers you had back then. But yeah, I remember. Kim J said, I'm saving this video for sure. Yep. So let's talk about CPM and RPM, and then I'm done. Oh, yes, yeah. I mean, this community is great. It really is, you know. And it's all, you know, people may have differences of opinions, but like I say, you got to do what works for you. You absolutely have to do what works for you. Evie Ever After, hi, how are you? Welcome. So glad to have you in the building. Oh, let's see. She said, I'm up here soaking up this knowledge. Yes, I listen, never too old to learn. Giving Kendi K her props, definitely her. Absolutely. Okay, she says, could you explain again the purpose behind unlisting the shorts? So for me, the purpose after it was recommended to me by Kendi K, she was just, like I say, putting that information out there that she had unlisted her shorts. For me, it's driving traffic to my videos because I'm trying to be monetized. Okay. And so, in trying to be monetized, I need everybody to watch my videos. I don't need you to split your thought process between my shorts. And this is the other thing, I don't need the my analytics to soak up all my shorts. I don't need them to do that. On my other channel, which has been monetized for about 4 years, for Pastor Kim's Corner, for which I get about 3 checks a year. Okay, because you have to reach that 100 threshold. I just had 2,800 views, and 2,000 were shorts. 2,000 of those 2,800 views were shorts. And I earned 23 cents. I earned $9.50 for the month. Okay. Now I just got a YouTube check in September. This is September. I just got a YouTube check on the 21st from Pastor Kim's Corner. But guess what? It probably took about 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 months to get that check because you're not getting a check unless you get $100. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so my experience there is like I got 23 cents off of 2,000 views. Now that's my ministry channel. Somebody put in my comments when I did the video about my analytics, they were like, you better leave them shorts alone. You better keep on putting your shorts up. So, you know, that's what I do over there. But over here on Low Carb Queen, I want the traffic to go to my watch hours. I need to get 4,000 watch hours, and I'm in the 3,000s. Okay, so I need all of that traffic. I don't need my shorts to soak up my watch time. And I'm not going to get paid for shorts. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get credit for shorts going towards my monetization. I'm not going to get credit for that. So it's just, you know, it's a effortless journey if I continue to do shorts. And if my shorts are still, you know, going through the algorithm and people are still watching them, then I might as well just unlist them because I want people to watch my channel. So that was it for me. And Evie Ever After, once I did it, because I wasn't going to do it. I didn't do it. And then once I decided to do it, I just kept seeing 23 cents. And once I decided to do it, I was monetized, partially monetized within I'm gonna be nice and say within 10 days, a week to 10 days. And as soon as I did it, and a few days later, as soon as I got the email and I read it, y'all heard me say this earlier, I jumped up, I said, that Kendi K, you know, she was hitting on something. So yeah. Allison Map, how are you? Great to have you in the building. She is very sweet, very sweet. And so everybody is saying hi. So when we talk about CPMs and RPMs, okay? So it gets very complicated, but think about it like this. Your CPM is your gross pay. That's gross, the CPM. The RPM is your net. Okay. So, when we meet FICA, we're going to give them a 1-2 punch. When we see our paychecks and FICA done hit it, this one done hit it, that one done hit it, yeah. And then we see our net, we like, man. So CPM is your gross. That's what the advertisers are willing to pay YouTube, period, for ads concerning. And it's not even, this is what I need y'all to understand. It's not even so much concerning your content. It's concerning how much your content has the ability to influence people. That's the real deal. It's not as much about your content as it is about how much your content has the ability to influence people if I put an ad on it. If I put an ad on your content, does that ad have the ability to influence your audience? So it's really about you, the audience. It's not even so much about me. It's important to have a niche. Yes, niche. The GLP-1 community, the weight loss community, it is trending right now. And every advertising people want to get in on it. But if you notice, the ads don't be about GLP-1. They are collecting data on you, what you watch, what you like, what you click on. You could go to 5 different videos and you'll get the same ad because it's about you. Okay? I had to do my research because I used to literally say that. I used to be like, why am I getting this ad all the time? Like, I'm on a completely different channel that don't have nothing to do with the last channel I was on, because the ad isn't about the channel. It's about the person watching the channel. So if they don't feel like they can influence your audience, then it's not ad worthy. I don't get a lot of ads on Pastor Kim's Corner because it's religion. And a lot of ad companies don't want to take that chance to put an ad on that video, on that type of content. But check this out. If I do a video on something positive, uplifting, encouraging over on Pastor Kim's Corner, my RPM goes up, my ads go up, all of that. Okay? Because now it's reaching that audience who might need to be, encouraged from the data that they have. That's why they recommend, your content to new viewers. But it's based on what you watch and what they think you might like. Okay, so the CPM is what the ad people are paying YouTube, and the RPM is what YouTube is paying you. Okay, and so if you get, like, I think over my other channel, I had a high RPM of 1350. That's a good RPM. That means for every 1,000 views, they would pay me 1350, 1348 or something like that. So I have a high RPM, just don't have the high views. Some people's RPMs are really low, depending on the type of content that they have. Hold on one second. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, I was looking for this. Okay, so YouTube went from the CPM to the RPM, it's about a 45% cut. Okay, from the CPM to the RPM. So let me see this right here. So let's look at different niches or niche, whichever one you say. If your YouTube channel is about finance, investing, or business, your CPM can be anywhere between $20 to $50 per 1,000. Okay, that's your gross. Software marketing, 10 to 20. per 1,000. Health and fitness and nutrition, $5 to $12 per 1,000. Food, recipes, lifestyle, 4 to 10, and entertainment and music, 1 to 5. Okay. You know, people get caught up in YouTube to this degree. YouTube is good and you can definitely make coins, and I'm all about it. And they got me when I realized and learned that YouTube grows exponentially. Again, a retired math teacher, exponential growth is the best growth there is. It could take a lot of time, but once it grows, and that's it. It keeps going. So, but YouTube is kind of like the casino. Oh, somebody became a member. My first member. Say what? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Felicia Marie, thank you. Welcome to the Wellness Circle. The Wellness Circle. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So YouTube is, I gotta get some pom-poms. YouTube is kind of like the casino. You know, you going in there, oh my gosh, I got another member, Harsha Reed. Oh my gosh, I love both of y'all. Harsha Reed is so supportive everywhere. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. That is so wonderful. Thank you. Felicia, you said that. You said you couldn't wait to be a part of the Wellness Circle. I appreciate y'all so much. So you gotta be careful when you're floating around in that casino. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, you know. And I say that, you know, in terms of losing coins, because you can invest a lot in being a content creator. You know, some people don't invest anything. Some people invest a lot. You know what I mean? And so, you know, you might lose your coins not really, you know, doing what needs to be done, or thinking that, you know, you're going to come in and take it by storm. It is a process. It definitely is. And you can. I talk about Chef Pam. She's an OG, you know, and just the same, just always been the same, never changed. And her channel, I think, is Cooking with Chef Pam. But we were all coming up together in these YouTube streets. And speaking of which, she did a short, y'all. Check her out, Chef Pam. She gets so many views now. You know, every now and then, when I comment, every now and then, she might give a heart or something, because she gets a lot of comments and stuff now. She just took off, but she did a short, and her short was during the hurricane. It was some hurricane in the United States. You know, she's U.S. And so she said, if you're wondering about whether or not your food is good in your deep freezer, you know, I remember it distinctly. Kim J. She said, how did she put that? She said, fill the cup, a plastic cup, halfway with water, let it freeze, and put a quarter in it. Then fill it the rest of the way with water and put it in the freezer. Keep it in the freezer. She was like, so when you lose power, if that quarter is still in the middle of the cup, then you know your food is good. But if it has fallen all the way down to the bottom, even if your food is, you know, refrozen, you know that at some point that food was all the way thawed out. Honey, she did that thing. That short took off, okay? I'm sure if you look for it now, you find it. I know she got over 1 million views on that. It took off. And so people just, from that point on, people wanted to know what other antidotes she had. And she was a cooking channel. She still cooks, but she went in. She started giving YouTube what they wanted. She started doing antidotes. You know, you want to know about this, you want to know about that, you want to know about this. And so that's how her channel took off. She might be at 1 million subscribers by now. Still sweet, still nice. We, like I said, we all started 5 or 6 years ago. But it's not given to the swift or the strong. He that endures. Just keep going. Just keep going. You remember that? Auntie Mama is in the building. Auntie Mama said, yes, it did. Yes, Auntie Mama said, we were at her channel every night. Yes, she would do lives and stuff. And she just did that short. And that thing took off. So that's what I mean when I say it's no rules. You definitely can have some standards and some guidelines and take some chances and do what you feel you need to do for your channel. But at the end of the day, it is your channel. And I believe, that all of us, whether it's Candy K or whomever, myself, whomever, we're all speaking from a place of encouraging. This is what worked for me. I'm encouraging you to do that. That's what I think. I think everybody is speaking from a place of how can I help? What can I do to help you get to the next level? Because when I first got on here, I was lost completely. My daughter threw me out here in the water. Come on, Mom, you need to do a YouTube channel. And honey, she got tired of me asking questions. And she left me out here, okay? Left me out here. So I've been trying to find my way, and you find good people all around. You do. CPM, what advertisement companies pay YouTube. RPM, what YouTube pays you. Exactly. That's what it is. You're grossing your net. You're grossing your net. And everybody is coming, from a place of helping, and my mother used to say, eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's what you do. You eat the meat and you spit out the bones. What you want to take, you take, and what you don't want to take, you don't take, you don't use. But I listen. So I'm gonna stop here. I appreciate y'all. Listen, like I said, Candy K was a preacher this earlier today on her lunch break, because the preachers get other preachers excited and they want to preach. So she got me excited today. I was like, let me chime in and put my 2 cents in. Literally my 23 cents. So yes, I am going to go live tonight, not on this channel. I'm going live on Pastor Kim's Corner. We are going to be talking about marriage. People have been prompting, talk about marriage, talk about tongues. But tonight, I have a panel. And so we're going to talk about marriage, because some people still struggling when it comes to marriage and divorce and all of that, okay? He whom the Son has set free is free indeed. All right, wrong channel. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I thank you, Harshareen. I thank you, Felicia Marie, my first 2 subscribers, channel members. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm going to that's the wellness circle. We are committed to being well, mind, spirit, body, soul, all of it. Okay, we are committed. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see these last comments. Here sound like a great tip. Yeah. Auntie Mama said, and I threw her out there. Yeah, but see, Auntie Mama is another one. You just do lives. You hardly ever. You used to do videos in the beginning. I think maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, you used to do videos when your daughter was helping, right? And then she got tired of you, just like Shell got tired of me. So now you just do lives. But you doing it. You doing it. They sent us out here in the water, sink or swim. That's what they did. That's what they did. Kim J said, Miss Kim is sharing. Oh, listen. I'm doing the best I could do. Trace is a twine. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Marjorie. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Yes. How are you? Great to have you. in the building. We talking about this monetization, longs and shorts, okay? The long and the short of it. And like I said, that everybody is coming from a place of help and doing the best that we can do. Let's see, Kitty K is in the building. Girl, I've been talking about you, giving you your kudos all day. Okay. Yes, yes. Because, honey, I did not want to unlist, and I did not unlist my shorts until I saw that 23 cent for 2,000 views of shorts. And so I was like, well, here we go. So yeah, I am on my way. I appreciate y'all so much. Kitty K, Kitty K became a member. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Y'all messing with my emotions up in here. Messing with my emotions. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you always do what's best, what works for you, because it's your channel. So you do what works for you at the end of the day. Okay. And my daughter is constantly teasing. She's like, the baby boomers, y'all think y'all know everything. The baby boomers, y'all don't listen. I can't. Y'all don't listen. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, y'all. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. I'm getting out of here. Some people still coming in. Coach. Tracy twice said, oh Lord. Oh, thank y'all. Coach, how you doing? How are you doing? How's everything going? I'm waiting for Joe. I saw the yarn, the crochet she made for you. That is so cute. I've been waiting for her to make mine. I'm scared though. Y'all ever had the caricatures made? When you go if you went to Disney or wherever your Carowinds, ours is Carowinds down here. And they make the caricature of you? No, I'm not. No, I'm not happy. So I don't know. Yes, it is a celebration. Oh, thank you, Coach. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I appreciate y'all. I don't have a dance or a song, but I appreciate y'all so much on this road to full monetization. I'm telling you. All I can say is that Candy K. Because I reluctantly unlisted all 470 of my shorts. I'm a numbers person. 23 cents for 2,000 views. And so I'm like, okay, I got to get out here on the limb. I got to stretch out somewhere. But that might not work. That might not be for everybody. It just happened for me. So when I did that, and then a few days later, I got that email. I was like, that Candy Cat, Lord have mercy. All day. So yeah, y'all be blessed. Don't forget, y'all see y'all CPMs and y'all RPMs. The gross and the net. Okay, gross and net. I appreciate y'all. Amazing. I'm going to be cooking on Saturday. I'm late, Twan. I'm late to the party, but Harjarine sent me one of them hula hoops. So I got to do my hula hoops every day. Now, wait, before I go, did y'all see Calamity Jane? I love Calamity Jane. She just got started, but she is assertive. Do you hear me? She did, because I was like, I did 20 and my knees was hurting so bad. I was limping. I told y'all that on my last video. Like when I got to work, somebody was like, you okay? I was like, I'm in this 50 squat challenge. But anyway, the lady was like, do you like your knees? I was like, apparently not. But I appreciated Toy for the different ways that she showed. So Calamity gets on there and she starts her challenge. You know, and then she just changed the game. She just started doing all this other stuff. I was like, you know what? That's right. You go ahead. I'm gonna have to come up with something. I'm just not just gonna sit there. She motivated me. I was like, I'm just not gonna sit on the side of the road. Don't say not a word, coach. Don't say a word. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing them anymore. I'm just gonna sit on the side of the road and watch y'all. But she was like, she did a few, and then she did something else, and then she did something else. I'm like, oh, you done took it to a whole new level. I guess I'm gonna have to get back up and get up in here and do something. Do something, okay? Yes. I hear you, coach. Just stop. Coach be like, stop stopping. I'm not messing with y'all. She said, tell your daughter we do know everything. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting out of here. Y'all, low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And do remember that every single day is a new beginning. Let's see. She said, I saw you, Miss Kim. You're doing well with that hula hoop. Yes, I tried. That was thanks to Arjurine. I tried it again. And so, yes, Twan, you are absolutely right. And I said that. I was saying that earlier. I was like, when I was trying to get to 1,000, I literally batch shorts. I did 3 faceless shorts a day to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers. Intentionally, I did three shorts a day, 20 seconds, 27 seconds. You know, I use Canva, and so you can batch content on Canva. So that's what I did. I made my shorts, batched them up, pushed them out, 3 a day. And when I got to my 1,000, I said, well, I need a little bit more. So I got a little bit higher up there. And then I started making those long music videos because I needed people to push. You know, I just need people to push through the watch outs. So yeah, I totally agree. So it depends on what you need for your channel in the moment. You know, I have a third channel. It's all shorts, it's faceless, but I don't have no watch hours, none. And I'm getting like 200, 300, 400 views per short. But I was just like, this channel it'll never be monetized unless I, hit the jackpot like Chef Pam did, but it's just, so I backed up off of that one a little bit. Okay, let's see. She is literally Calamity Jane. Yes, I looked her up and I was like, she chose the perfect name. Yes, she did. I love, when you however that saying is, you play to your own drum, that whole thing, All right. I'm gonna make you join the hula hoop crew. Come on. All right, y'all. I am out of, let's see. You said, yeah, on Canva. On Canva, you can batch. Come on, Auntie Mama, get into the hula hoop. Yeah. Okay, got you. All right, y'all, I'm out. I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye.